Hi, I'm Greg Parry from the Wellness Foundation, and today we're going to take a close look at a subject that can have the most dramatic impact on the quality of your life and really show you how to let go of all that stress. If you're ready, let's get started. Well, it's the end of the week and I really hope you've survived the heat wave because it has been seriously warm. But today we're going to look at a subject which I think could be very, very important for you. A way for you to recognize that, well, a lot of your stress is really nothing more than a habit. Does that surprise you? Well, a lot of our behaviors are learned when we're very, very small and when we pick up conditioned behaviors and habits and attitudes, and then we just run them on automatic pilot. And I want to talk very briefly with you about what happens when you learn to worry about, well, pretty much everything. And I said it's something that you learn because these are habits that you pick up, as I said, when you're very, very young, when you're very, very small, when you're very impressionable. But the hard fact is that most of the things that you worry about, the things you put so much time and energy and effort into worrying about, it doesn't make a difference. Now, I know that sounds rather strange because in some cultures, the more we seem to worry about something, the more we seem to care about it. But I've got a really tough question for you, and here it is. Does your worry make any difference? It's an interesting perspective, isn't it? Does your worry make any difference? Apart from the fact that the stress tends to degrade the quality of your life. It takes away your energy, your enthusiasm. And for the most part, your worry makes no difference whatsoever. And one of the techniques which we cultivate within the cognitive empowerment programs is to learn to be a little bit more detached, to be a little bit more separated from the problem. Because a lot of the time, the problems that we focus on seem to be so close to us. They dominate our horizon, they take up all of our attention. And learning to take a step back helps us to get a different perspective. But you know, at a deeper level, we can learn just to pause for a moment before we react. And in that moment, we can ask ourselves a very simple question. What difference is my reaction going to make? It's a really interesting development because the moment that you begin to appreciate that you're not really making a difference at all, you look at the news, you see all the terrible things going on in the world, and you roll your eyes and your blood pressure goes up and you say, isn't it awful, isn't it terrible? But my dear friend, what difference does that really make? And learning to pause, to hesitate, to just think about why you're reacting the way that you do. Why do you invest all of this stress and worry into environments, into areas where you're making no difference? That's a key question. And it's one of the ways in which you can begin to learn to let go of the habit of stress. So instead of overreacting every time something pops up that could cause you distress, you wait for a moment and you ask yourself, what difference does my reaction make? Now, if you can make a difference, then by all means, do something. Change the world, change the problem, solve it, resolve it, make things better. But if you're being really honest, if you look at some of the situations that you worry about, you soon realize that your reaction is making no difference at all. And that's why I'd like you to learn how to stop, take a deeper breath, and just think for a moment about your reaction. Whether your stress, your anxiety, your fear, your anger is really helping, or actually is it just getting in the way? Is it taking your energy? Is it moving your emotional response to a place where it's not really helping at all? In fact, it's probably harming your health. And in that moment, you can choose to feel different. Somebody coined the expression a long time ago, and they called it positive indifference. Now, this doesn't mean that we are indifferent to all the problems of the world. Far from it. It's just that we don't pour our negative energy into overreacting in areas where we're not making any difference whatsoever. And this is a huge step forward because it helps us to begin to re-engineer, to reconstruct our behaviors so that we don't react instantly without thinking about the consequences. It's a very powerful step forward. Now, this is something I'd like you to take into the weekend with you so that you don't waste a single ounce of energy worrying and being anxious about things that you really can't change. Save your energy for feeling fantastic. Use your energy to feel wonderful, and you'll notice the difference right away. Now, I'd really love you to like the channel. I'd love you to subscribe to it because we want you to keep up to date with these videos so that you can enjoy the material every week. And you can click on the links below, both for the Wellness Foundation and for the cognitive empowerment programs that we use to help people master their stress and just take better control of their lives. There's also a link below this video for a book we put together last year. It's super cheap, super available, and it's just a collection of some of the ideas we use in the cognitive empowerment programs to help people take better control of their lives and turn down the stress. Thanks ever so much for joining me. It's always great fun to do this and to share the ideas. We're going to move into a short guided meditation now. If you don't have time for it, that's fine. Maybe we'll come back to it a bit later. But otherwise, just want to thank you for joining me, and I look forward to being back with you very, very soon. Okay, the meditation today is simple, direct, very powerful. And if you've been following these videos, then you'll know that we start by getting into a place which is really comfortable. A place where you can probably sit quietly with your eyes closed and just relax. It's great to be in a room where you're not likely to be interrupted. I keep saying this, but people sometimes try and do this meditation in very busy places. Now, I'd really encourage you to learn to do this in a place where you just feel very relaxed, where it's quiet and no one's likely to rush in and disturb the meditation. And if you're sitting comfortably, then all you have to do is just take a gentle breath in through the nose. Hold the breath for a heartbeat and then just breathe out all the way. It's such a beautiful feeling. Just allow all of the weight of the body to slip away as you breathe a little more deeply. Just enjoy this precious interlude with me, learning how to relax, how to let go of all of the stress, the strain and problems of the week. And as you breathe in, just to enjoy that wonderful, refreshing breath that helps to energize you. And then as you breathe out, you just let go of the weight of the body and relax your shoulders. And just feel how easy it is to release all of the worries and cares. Just breathing in gently. And today, we're just going to focus a little more on the breathing so that as you breathe in, you can just imagine that you're breathing in a beautiful, warm, bright light. Such a beautiful thing to visualize as you breathe in, allowing the light to fill up your body. And then we just hold the breath for a heartbeat. And when we breathe out, we just exhale and push out all of the fears and doubts. You breathe out all of your cares and worries and anxieties until, as you empty the lungs, in that moment of emptiness, you know that you've created the space for a beautiful, warm, comforting feeling. And as you breathe in, and you breathe in that delicious warm light and feel it filling up your body, your head, your limbs, you feel refreshed, recharged, energized and rejuvenated. And then when you breathe out, all you have to do is exhale deeply and breathe out all the things you don't need. Breathe out the fatigue. Breathe out your anxieties, cares and worries. And when you've let them go, then you're ready to breathe in and just feel that wonderful light filling your body, energizing, invigorating, rejuvenating, right down at a cellular level. Now we've only taken a few breaths, but it's possible that you're beginning to feel better already. Just breathing a little more deeply, enjoying the sense of being centered and calm and balanced. Perhaps touching that oasis of serenity within you, that beautiful pool of tranquility that's always there, that you can touch and feel as soon as you relax, breathe more deeply, and learn how to let go. It's such a great feeling. It's something I'd love you to be able to do every day to recharge and refresh the body. And now as you breathe in, I want you to feel that you're ready to open your eyes again, that you're ready to wake up. And even after such a short, simple and intense guided meditation, you can already feel the difference. You feel more tranquil, definitely calmer, perhaps even more creative, ready to enjoy the most amazing weekend where your energy is going to be dedicated, channeled and devoted to feeling amazing. And you'll probably be surprised at how this beautiful positive energy touches the lives of all those people around you. That's wonderful. As you breathe in, just wake up, open your eyes, take a look around you. Enjoy this feeling of being energized and calm, centered and strong. And I want to thank you for sharing this with me, because it's great fun to do. Such a simple, powerful, positive way to get you energized for the weekend. Hey, my name's Greg Parry from the Wellness Foundation. Once again, feel free to like the channel, to subscribe to it to make sure you get the material every week, but also check out the links below for the Wellness Foundation and for the cognitive empowerment programs. And if you really want to keep a handy reference guide by you all the time to remind you to remain strong and calm and balanced and to master your stress, we'll click on a link to the book that we've included in this presentation. The link's just below. Once again, I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon, and have the most fantastic weekend. I think you're ready for it.